Welcome to this edition of Bonehead of the Week, where you vote for Bonehead of the Week. You decide. We break it down for you here every single Friday. And let's give the contestants here. We have Kanye West, of course. That's pretty self-explanatory at this point. We have Judge Cannon. She got her decision of the special master struck down by the 11th Circuit, so we'll talk about that today. And then Elon Musk, the sole owner and chief twat over there at Twitter. And boy, did it show last night between Kanye West and Elon Musk what kind of twats they actually are. But let's start with a different bonehead. Let's go with this Judge Cannon. What happened yesterday, Gabe, with Judge Cannon and the decision in the 11th Circuit? Why is it so important that we put her on the list? What boneheaded thing did she do? And it wasn't yesterday. It was just confirmed yesterday, I guess.
Yeah, it was just confirmed yesterday. It was, well, if we go back, it's when she started basically creating new laws or new ways to interpret the law.
Is this a thing judges can do?
Not that I know.
I don't think so.
If I remember correctly, the role of a judge is to enforce the law that already exists, not interpret new ways or create new ones, rather. Right. And that's what she did with this whole special master. How are classified documents handled with the DOJ that Trump illegally stole and brought to his home in Mar-a-Lago and was caught red-handed because they were literally in his desk.
So let me ask you, did the 11th Circuit buy any of that bullshit?
No.
No. Now, apparently, which I would surmise here that Trump's going to appeal, and this is going to get to the Supreme Court. My guess is that the argument at 11th Circuit is going to be the argument that stands. In that Supreme Court, even if there's one or two dissenters. But it's.
He keeps. Like every recent case that's gone to the Supreme Court, right? And we've seen him.
He's a big loser, isn't he?
He is a big loser, and he attacks it just like Kerry Lake and every other election denier. When they don't get the results they want, they blame the very group that they were like, "Hey, these people are going to count it, and I'm going to win." And then when they don't win, they blame them. And Donald Trump did the same thing. He did it previously against the Supreme Court and called them all a bunch of hacks. Went after them on Truth Social. When he doesn't get what he wants, he says that he's the victim. Literally during his acceptance speech for the 2024 campaign, he said, "I'm a victim. I'm a victim."
He said those words.
He said those words.
He wasn't dancing around it. He said it.
And I'm a victim. I will tell you. I'm a victim. Think of it.
Said it.
He's like, "I'm a victim. Think about it. I'm a victim."
I'm the victim. But here's the thing. And speaking of victims, he's going to be the victim of another loss here at the Supreme Court. My thing about the special master is, and it has been since the very beginning, people can go back and look at my commentary on it. I always thought it was a stall tactic. It's all bullshit. It's all him trying to kick the can a little further down the road and to stall what is imminent indictments here. Now, we still have this runoff election, and we're probably going to have to see this decision, this special master case in the Supreme Court. Now, I'm no lawyer. And everyone here on the MeidasTouch network, no, I am not. I'm not even close. I have to get advice from lawyers, and sometimes paid, sometimes, you got a friend or two. But here's the thing. We have a friend here at the MeidasTouch network, Ben Meiselas, who is an attorney. Damn good one. And he knows a lot about this stuff, and he does great videos on it. And you just stay tuned here on the MeidasTouch network if you're on the MeidasTouch network page, because he's going to keep you in tune to that. But here's my guess. I've always thought it was a stall tactic, and I believe that the Supreme Court will probably put a stop on the DOJ advancing this investigation.
Right.
I think what they're going to do is take the 11th Circuit decision, put a stay on that. The special master will stay in place until they make their decision. Now, how much time that takes, we may get a Christmas gift. Because, Gabe, I really think the Department of Justice, when they appointed the special counsel, Jack Smith, this is just my personal opinion, I don't think it was to slow things down. I think it was to speed shit up. And what I mean by that is they were giving, they knew the time frame here. They know there was a runoff. They knew that this process of the special master was happening. They're not morons. Merrick Garland knows that process has to play out, and he probably got a good sense of timing on that, which he was correct. The 11th Circuit made their decision yesterday, which was December 1st. Mm-hmm. And I think he was making sure that Jack Smith was in place and ready to go when all that nonsense, that stalling and stall tactics are all played out and it's all out of the way. So that way they can do their job on this documents case.
I mean, you got to remember that he was literally working on Thanksgiving, writing a letter with his,
he's filing motions in the court.
And he's like, look, Jim Trusty, completely wrong. The decision that was here is completely it's not real. This is not a real thing. Like the guy taking time out of his day to work on a holiday that's typically meant to be spending, eating and with, watching football or whatever, hanging out with friends and family.
Yeah, but this guy tries work criminals and apparently he eats nails and screws for breakfast. I mean, this guy does not fuck around and he does not look like someone to fuck with, to be quite honest.
Not at all. I mean, he is someone who finds the most mundane, normal things of super excitement, right? This is the guy that would have fun, correcting an encyclopedia based on citation and research.
And he would do it. He would do it in a very methodical way.
Yeah.
He would tear it apart piece by piece.
Yeah.
And absolutely destroy why Encyclopedia Britannica is wrong. Mm-hmm. Do I have that right? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I opened an encyclopedia.
Well,
it's long time. We used to have when I was a kid, encyclopedias.
Yeah, I mean, information is crazy, so it updates now. It's all electronic.
Well, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Wow, what a throwback. So that is the reason why Judge Cannon. Now, I guess my next question to you about Judge Cannon is: this really destroys her credibility. It destroys her credibility. Now, I don't know if she loses her seat on the bench because of this. But I really think it destroys any other decision that she makes in the near future.
Oh yeah, she made her bed, right? Just like all these other Nazis in these Republican Nazi sympathizers, they made their bed, and what ends up happening is now they have to lay in it. And Judge Aileen Cannon is no different. She's a Trump-appointed judge, thinking, hey, you know what? I'm going to pay back the favor. He put me in this position, and now she's fucking made a fool of herself, a laughingstock in the legal community. Within her own group of judges, nobody will take her seriously. And anyone who sees her decision on paper on a ruling will probably forever say, I think I'm going to reread through this and see if, you know what? Hey, I'm just going to challenge it myself. I feel like judges will be like, you know what? Based on her history, we should probably just like second guess her ruling and just take it back.
Just go to the appeal.
Like nobody go to the appeal. Like no lawyer anywhere else like files it. They themselves as a judge are like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bring this back through the system, and I think this needs to be ruled on again.
But this is what happens when you appoint unqualified people to judgeships for the sake of the cult and fascism. This is what happens. And that's why you watch the show, is so we will show you, because we will not shy away from giving sunlight as the best disinfectant here on the Tony Michaels podcast. Subscribe so you can watch Bonehead of the Week every single week. And the Friday, if you're on the MeidasTouch channel, subscribe there if you're watching this. And also, every single Friday, we do this on the Tony Michaels podcast and the MeidasTouch network. We have the clip every single Friday. Every single one of them. And here's how you vote, Gabe. You go to Twitter and you follow at Tony Michaels Pod. You can vote there every Thursday. You can also vote again on our YouTube channel. Just go to the Tony Michaels Podcast YouTube channel. Go to the community tab. You can vote there. Also download every single episode and watch every single episode of the Tony Michaels Podcast. Apple, Spotify, Google. Oh, man, what a bonehead. Whoosh.
MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.